Hi everyone! In our previous video, we talked about what is an image collection and applying filters on it to reduce its size. Today, we will explore our collection deeply. We will talk about image metadata, selection of single image from a filtered collection, and playing with multiple bands. So, what is image metadata? Metadata, in simple words, is data about data. Image metadata basically includes details relevant to the image itself, as well as information about its production and other components like bands and properties. So, after displaying our Landsat collection and printing it to console, what you get is called as metadata. As we have discussed in our previous module, that print function gives you detailed information about Earth engine objects. This description is termed as metadata of objects. Here, we have the ID name of collection, the number of images collection contains, called as element, and total bands in filtered Landsat collection 8. By expanding it, you'll get your object type, which is image collection, its ID, version, number of bands, and here, most importantly, features, which is another name of collection elements, that is, number of images in a collection. It contains the list of available images and all the properties about single image in a collection. If you expand your first image, it will give you its detail. By expanding properties here, you will get complete description of what the specific image is representing, like cloud cover, the date on which this image was acquired, its datum, map projection, projection zone, and system footprints, which are the coordinates this image is covering. You can also explore metadata of an image or image collection by typing print, single quote, all metadata, colon, and the name of object. In this case, it is L8, the name of collection. You can also print metadata about single image from image collection. For this, you have to select a single image from the collection. So, how to select, print, and display single image from an image collection? For this, introduce a new variable with the name image and add selector ee.image, which allows you to select specific image. Next, in the parentheses, you have to add the ID name of your image. For this, go to the console table, expand your image collection's metadata, expand feature, and copy any image ID. I will choose image number 215 because it is recently captured. Copy this ID and paste it into your selector, like this, under single quote. To print it into console, type print, bracket, your variable name, which is image, and in the end, semicolon. Run your script. As you can see, it is the same information and details about this specific image as we have in our collection here. You can specifically print metadata about each band of an image using .select selector. It returns an image with the selected bands. For this, introduce a new variable with the name band1. In the next chunk, type your image variable name of which the band you want to select. In this case, it is image, and add .select in brackets. Add the band you want to print, which will be B1. Now print your variable and hit run. As you see, it only printed band 1 into the image metadata, while the original image contains 17 bands here. This selector comes with additional arguments like .projection parentheses, which will print projection of selected bands, and .nominal scale parentheses to print the scale of the band in meters. Similarly, you can also extract specific property of image using .get. For example, I want to print cloud cover for this image. Simply type .get parentheses cloud underscore cover in your code, print your variable and hit run. it will print cloud cover separately into the console, like this. Both .select and .get are used to extract specific property of an image at a time. What about printing complete lists of any property of an image? For example, you want to check how many bands are there and print them as a list, or just print the names of properties an image contains. For this, you can use image.bandNames brackets and image.propertyNames brackets commands. Explore ee.image from Docs tab for more arguments. One thing you have noticed that after printing object into the console, it gives description below the item like this. It is because in the code we have typed our description name after the object. Let's change the sequence. Simply cut-paste your description name before the code like this. Hit run, and here you go. Description before the item. It is your choice if you want to print image metadata separately into the console or just extract them from the results. In the previous video, we displayed random image from a collection into the map using location and date filters. Now, we know how to select specific image from an entire collection using ee.image. Now, let's display this image into the map viewer. This time, I am going to import Sentinel collection, and then I will select specific image to display on the map. Type Sentinel into the search panel, and then select fifth option in the roster section, which is Sentinel-2 MSI, Multiple Spectral Instrument, Level 2A. Copy your code snippet and then paste into ee.image collection. We will use the same geometry bound filter to get the collection over a specific area. This time, I am going to reduce the time span of collection as well by setting dates of specific time period. Let's take images from June 1st, 2022 to August 31st, 2022, which is basically the time period of floods in Pakistan. For this collection, I will introduce the third type of filter, which is Filter by Cloud Cover. Each image in any collection is affected by cloud cover on an area, which affects your observation. That is why it is important to choose an image with less cloud cover for better analysis. There are two ways to filter a collection by cloud cover. First is using .sort filter. Just type .sort and in parentheses type single quote cloudy pixel percentage, which is the property of your metadata, and then type comma false. It will keep all images within the filter bounded area, but sorts them by descending order, which means most cloudy images will appear first. If you want images to appear in ascending order, which means least cloudy images will appear first, simply remove false from the code. Second way to filter your image by cloud cover is using .filter metadata. Type .filter metadata and in the bracket type cloudy _pixel %, in single quote, and then type less than also in single quote, and choose any value between 10 and 100. I will choose 50. It means all the images in the collection within the area bound will have less than 50% cloud cover. Okay, there is one thing to remember, that every satellite collection has different metadata or properties, which means in Landsat 8 collection, cloud cover is termed as cloud _cover, and in Sentinel-2A, cloud cover is termed as cloudy pixel %. That is why it is important to explore metadata before applying any code on the collection or image. Now, as we have both methods, I will go through this one. .filter metadata. Print your collection and now hit run to see the result. As we can see, we have 8 images. Now, let's select specific image and display it on the map. Sentinel collection has its acquired date of each image into its ID here, and its date on which each image is taken. Let's select most recent one. This last one, copy its ID to display single image from a collection. We will use ee.image. Introduce new variable, name it as S2image, and call ee.image. Paste image ID into the parentheses like this. Now, specify your visual parameters. For this image, we will control the display. We will choose band 12, 8, and 4, which is short-wave infrared combination of Sentinel-2A. You can choose band combination according to your need. These maximum and minimum values represent the pixel value of each image. Greater the maximum value, greater the image sharpness. Now, let's add it on the map. Combine your image variable and visual parameter variable into map.add-layer, name your layer, and hit Run. Specific image for a specific time period will be displayed like this. If you turn off your layer and compare the flooded water with actual map, you can see a great difference. So, this was all for today. Here are some codes for class homework. We have added them into the description for you to explore more. Have a look at them and play with different image collections. Thank you for watching.